Mate, this is like what it would have been if we were like 15 years old. Listed on the mobile.
I'll infrared it, yeah. I'll Bluetooth
on
it
the
to
bus. On the bus heading out downtown.
Downtown. Causing riots. Oh no. Maybe not back in the day, but
fucking hell, state of this country. Shit hole.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
It's been a
I'm
few
very
months.
good, mate. Yeah. Right, I don't know. That's for anything interesting, mate? I don't know, brought any humans into the world or anything like that?
I've grown my hair, if you can tell.
I like it.
Trying to shave a mustache in. Midlife crisis at 28.
That's good, mate. Good sort of a late United Andrei Kanchelskis.
Well, that side still haven't mastered this.
Yeah.
sorry for audio viewers. Not audio viewers. Live stream watchers, YouTube watchers, whatever. I've overcomplicated this podcast now, haven't I?
You've given it some extra work. Put it that way. I mean, you're loading up the bandwidth. Put it that way. Yeah.
For context, we're now live streaming on Instagram, and then also it goes on YouTube, and then also it's a normal podcast for audio listeners as well. Just want to cover all bases, mate. There's a high demand. I've been littered with at least 2 messages since the months we've been off asking where we've been.
Yeah. And the other two of those were asking us sort of like, do you want any garments made? Basketball, MMA, boxing, and American football. Yeah.
I jumped on, as you can see.
I was going to say, yeah, done a great job there. Fantastic. Yeah, mate, I was going to say, actually, we have been away. And this is, for those who don't know, Shirts in Time. Ish. I suppose. Welcome back.
You said that as if you didn't know the name. Shirts in Time ish. My name's Dan.
Is this right? Is this the right guy? Is this the guy? I don't realise. It's like I don't know you anymore. I feel like
it's the hair,
I do know you, but I don't.
It's the hair.
Yeah. It is. It's very much the hair. Very slick. I'm enjoying it. Luca Bertoni 94, Forza Doria. AVFC shirt searcher. That number 7 shirt though, he knows. He knows.
Well, that looks like an industry plant, that doesn't it? But it's not. This shirt, wow. We're going to show off new arrivals, but this shirt. I mean, Dan talks about it for about every episode, but it finally happened 3 months ago. Shirts and boots. Shirts for your boots.
Shirts versus boots 5.
We didn't talk about the scoreline because I can't remember the scoreline. Too many drinks and pop mobile, but
for a bloke wearing the Man United shirt and a bloke wearing a Real Madrid shirt, football is not about winning.
Who actually? I didn't actually ask you this. Who did you pick this design of the shirt?
It was the one I could get the most of available in an actual original template. It's the best I could do. It's the best I could bring to the table, mate.
Right. We are also listeners, viewers, watchers. We've got a producer now, and he's in my ear now. He's telling me to remind you that I cannot edit this out now because it's a live stream. So I can ask you again. So what was their thinking behind this? That choosing this design?
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Basically. Nothing to do with availability. No, we wanted to get something that was decent and like mid-90s, definitely Umbro. And luckily, a certain large-scale operation had a huge batch of XL shirts, and I took the lot. Thank you very much, Dougie Beard, for chucking a 60% off code for me as well.
Nice. And also, you like Jake was born in 1996, and there I have its beautiful brother. Manchester United, 1996, 1998.
Mate, destiny. It was meant to happen, mate. It was meant to happen. But just the whole thing was designed to look a bit 90s as well. So we took the Tommy's charity logo, mashed it right up. Don't get shirty in the chat. Hello, mate. You're right. Another wearer of that kit. Yeah, centralized badges, keeping it nice and tidy. A bit of sleeve sponsor, bit of stuff on the back. Yeah, all good. All good. Matching up with the United option there.
Beautiful felt. Names. It's such a nice shirt.
It is a beauty, mate, isn't it?
I think that's why we will discuss the scoreline, but it didn't go to plan on the day. But I think we're just too busy all just looking at each other in the shirts, just appreciating the beauty. I actually forgot we were there for a football game. To be fair,
Yeah, I think we definitely forgot we were there to play a football game. If you want to see the highlights, go onto the Shirts versus Boots YouTube channel, or the Boots Instagram, and watch the video of us get absolutely banged. I won't give too much more detail than that, but if you want to see a goalkeeper picking the ball out of a net, top draw. Some of the best watching you'll ever see.
I nutmeg 2 people though. That if you put that to I know in football now they're introducing shit stats like XG. That should be a new stat, like people nutmegged. We might have still lost
NG.
in that regard. Yeah, NG, yeah. We might have still lost, but we got actually some points on the board that way.
Yeah, our NG was heavily raised at that point. Yeah. Mike's iconic kits. Love to watch a video of you lads getting banged. Well, there's 2 options for that one, mate.
Stay for another 46 minutes after the 10 o'clock watershed.
Yep. It's called Only Shirts.
Pegging in time.
Yeah. Historical.
How many new arrivals for us have you got then?
Oh, mate. Well, I'll start. If you want for the fantastic, incredible privatised Royal Mail system that we currently have in this country, there will be plenty more for us to utilise. But my friend, also, as I lean over, I'm actually going to start with my new suitcase. So here is my first. Here's my first item. Luckily, within it, this is the Germany 1988-90 boot bag, official original. It's a bit worn, but have some of that.
That is filth. That is filth.
Any Palmeiras jerseys from Goal Soccer Button? No, not this time. But in keeping with the bag, we've got the 90 jumper, which I've been after for about 15 years at a reasonable price, where someone like Goalhanger hasn't overly priced it. So yeah, very happy about that. So a bit of matchy. There's one, mate.
Just a reminder for the producer that Jake can't edit stuff out, so don't get too many people hating us. We're already 9 minutes back into the comeback.
That's right. And I mean, we can stagger this out a little bit if you want. And also in the comments, let us know what stuff you've been getting as well, so we can get you. On the other side of things, brand new kits. My personal shirt of the year.
Shirt of the year? Oh.
So far, I am in love with this thing. It is honestly.
Darren Bowie just asked if you were going to show that off as well.
And of course, Messi 10 on it.
The second best player in the world on the back of it as well.
Yeah, I know. God bless Anthony.
That's weird because that was genuinely was on my mind as well.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, mate, I'll tell you, in the flesh, this thing is unreal, and I wouldn't even bother with the authentic because you don't have the stripes down the back.
Don't bother with the name set on the back either.
Yeah, that's the other option. Players in pastels. Can't get better than that. That is so good. It's so good in real life. I didn't take it off for 2 days.
I love I do love the colours.
It stinks. My next little one here. It is authentic. It's just not the authentic version, Mike, in case you're just asking this. Obviously, it's from, I think it was CFS did them pre-printed, and I think they do a 10% off code for CFS 10. And yeah, brilliant. Great purchase. Couple of years old now,
the
but
TK Maxx special.
Oh, mate, this was an Adidas outlet special.
Oh, was it? It's always in my TK Maxx and a 3XL.
Sleeve cuff on there. I think there was only one spec of this kit, so I don't know. I don't think Sweden got the heat ready version. They just got.
No.
Although the build's very similar to like the Heat Ready. It's just
Mm.
aero, it's super light. So I think they only did one spec, which is why it's got a sleeve cuff on it. But it's lovely, and there's like an actual. It's more the knit of the shirt. It has like an aeration, like fucking very close to the camera. It's got perforated bands in it, so it's got perforated and non-perforated stripes. It's so good. It's lovely, really nice
Love that.
kit. So simple bit of that. Couldn't resist this, mate. I've been after it for a while as well. Mainly for the World Club Championship, whatever fucking FIFA call it.
Oh,
City's
fuck off.
kit from last year. Mate, it's lush.
I know, producer. It's been 12 minutes, and he's, it's been a good few months off, actually, hasn't it? Sorry, you've been drafted on this. Fucking disgraceful. I haven't got one Southampton shirt in my collection. Even the last season's Denmark remake. I held off it because of you. But you know what?
Right, and the last bit, Germany's mate. Bit of it's a Switzerland. And I'm pretty sure this is a player spec 94 jacket, and basically you've got the Credit Suisse on the back. It's arrived today. I love it. I love Swiss gear. Lotto Swiss gear is unreal, and it's got the let's just say it's got a cover-up patch of Credit Suisse, and underneath it's got the more controversial Credit Suisse logo. Which I think that's enough detail to see why it got a cover-up patch. Yeah. As seen in Bristol, Hull, Middlesbrough, and all uneducated shitholes in the UK currently. So that completes it. There we go.
Is there a bit of a link there between that jacket and the bag and everything? Or?
Possibly. Technically, one's. It's almost like the depositee and the depositor.
Purely coincidental, I imagine.
Would there be Credit Suisse without, Germany? Who knows?
I can't show off my early 90s Fiorentina shirt now, can I?
No, you can't. You're into this at the wrong time. Without any sound. I'm here with Franco's team on.
I don't know where to start with mine. I do.
Can't, mate.
There was a certain man I fell in love with in Liverpool in shirts vs boots. Yeah. The Hoff Marcelo, the king of pop world. Let's just call him. Unbelievable.
Saint Marcelo of pop world.
And we're having a little discussion about his team back home. And then this little beauty popped up.
Ooh, hello.
Schalke 2017-18. I've got it wrote down. Third shirt. Lovely little black shirt with the dark green. I actually had this a few years ago off a certain collector who I won't name because he sold me. It was a player spec Addy Zero. I think it was back then. But it had some weird taunt of Dortmund on the back. And it was a mystery shirt. And I asked to send it back, and he got a bit funny with me about it. Let's just say he actually owns a mystery box company now, which I don't think is doing too well. But that's all we'll say. That's all we'll say. And then obviously because I'm just bumming Hoff and Marcel.
Yeah, I love that Evan kit.
2018-19 Schalke home shirt. I think the first shirt back with Umbro. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
I actually had... This is actually one of the first shirts I had when I started collecting. I had it in a 3XL, which surprisingly didn't fit me. But I love the details with the pickaxes within the shirt. Obviously, a big mine in the city.
That's clever. That's very good.
I actually never noticed that when I first had it. But then, yeah. So I remember what was that first bar room where we were playing darts? Wonderbar.
Oh, Christ, mate. You know what? I don't know. It's by the big roundabout, middle of town.
Yeah. Well, me and Marcel missed about 5 rounds of darts each because I was telling him I was trying to buy that shirt. So, and then we'll kill 3 birds with 1 stone here because they're all from the same team. Real Betis. They've kind of become my little secret flame.
Oh,
And look at that. The nod to the Denmark shirt from the late 80s, but a black, not a blackout version, but a blacked version of it. So
it's
nice.
nice. That's a good change up as well, that, isn't it? That
Yeah.
using lots of tones of colour. It doesn't take much to do a shirt with lots of tones in it, does it? I like it.
It's very nice. Very nice. And then I also got the home shirt. Just very simple, but just Hummel. But I love the little. What we're going to say that is like a little checkboard inside the stripes. Love that.
I reckon so. Yeah, I reckon we could throw a checkerboard or a drafts board, something like that. Yeah.
And then I just had to go for the third shirt, a lovely little chevron jacquard collar.
Massive
as well.
throwback. Yeah.
Just
loving
love
that. What's that? Is that it's like the 86 to 90-ish sort of template they chucked at pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
do you reckon,
a great trio of shirts, mate.
On a sponsors front, do you think like wank sponsors should be banned?
Well, funnily enough, Tim, football shirts my wife hates. He showed me the sponsorless version of this. He's actually got the sponsorless version, and I don't know. I think it looks a bit. I don't want to say plain, but it looks a bit odd without us. I'm kind of used to seeing football shirts with sponsors now, unless it's a better sponsor. Which they've started doing that. I've noticed now. Teams you can get the sponsorless version, which is good, but I don't know. I kind of like that sponsor. I don't know why. I'm not loving it. I don't like a sleeve sponsor. I'm not a fan of a sleeve sponsor.
Yeah. I sort of wish they got a bit on board. If it was just FI or Fi Network on its own, I think it would look better. But because they've gone for that double logo, as I'm sat here in. By the way, this is another newbie because this is from Full Time Fits. By the way, top lads from Liverpool. I've been after this for a while. I still want it in long sleeve, but yeah, again, double sponsors. But I'd like if this just had Siemens on the mid. That's it. It'd be fine. I just like that single line. Yeah. That's it.
Well, funny enough, then that will steamroll us straight into this next shirt. On about sponsors ruining shirts. What about a sponsor ruining an international shirt?
Oh God, Ireland, you mad bastards! What are you thinking?
But was it me and you, or was it me and you now? We were talking about Taylor by Umbro, and then since I've had little boy Spencer, my son, I've just been looking on eBay going, I want that. Obviously can't buy it. Well, can't buy it. But Taylor by Umbro has just become something I'm obsessed with. And I don't know. But it doesn't actually feel like a football shirt to me. It feels like that's cotton. It's like proper heavy, that shirt. I wouldn't wear it to play football in. And then we'll move swiftly on to another Taylor by Umbro.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've showed this off on pod, I think I bought this after our Derby special we did.
We definitely wagged chin about that one, didn't we? Yeah. The pinstripe Rangers, what is that, 2011, 2012? Is it?
Yeah, the first season down in the pits of Scottish football. What a way to start. I'm sorry, but pennant sponsor. Big badge, pinstripe, little detail in the collar. Taylor by Umbro on the sides. Not a massive Rangers fan personally. I saw Paddy Power paid out on Celtic to win the league already after they drew with Hearts Rangers.
Really?
Yeah. We'll go down to our last two. I love an iconic moment, an iconic team in the World Cup, and Morocco in that 2022 Qatar World Cup were just. You always get a team or a player who's just like, what on earth is going on there? And it just reminds me of the lovely little run they had at the World Cup. Dedicated to Sofian Amrabat, obviously, United loanee last season. Still on the club website, though, in the new shirt as well. Not officially re-signed. Don't know what's going on there.
Mate, you've had a mess there, haven't you? Who's one who you changed? Someone changed their number. Was it Hoyland? I saw someone bought a shirt and they changed their number.
Oh, yeah.
Hoyland's number.
Oh, well.
And they didn't release it.
No. A little insider for you. A lad I go to the games with, he took his son to Old Trafford today to get Manu on the back of his shirt. And the guy behind the counter said, we don't really want to print the number on. And then he said, why? He's like, there's talk that he might be changing his number. So they're like, see, beautiful shirts, decent enough talk, and exclusives is what you get on Shirts in Time.
Mate, until they get absolutely signed off on, and that's the official release numbers, don't do it. Don't do it. And for me, even before the end of the transfer window, because you get assigned a number and a player can go. Do you know what I mean? So it's such a high risk.
And then my last shirt, also, I think we talk about a lot of shirts, so it's quite hard to remember. But I remember talking about the 2019-20 Nike Futura. Is that what that logo is called? And this Galatasaray
we'll call it that for now.
It's just so underrated,
in
my opinion.
No, I like it. I agree.
No sponsor as well.
Ugh. Yeah, that's class. That's a class piece, mate.
There was a bit of a scumbaggy Twitter account, surprise, but they lost 5-0 to Besiktas the other night, and obviously in their logo it says 1905. So someone changed that to 19, and then the Galatasaray badge is a 0, and then the Besiktas badge is the 5. Troll football.
Oh wow, that's clever.
But it's quite clever. But they are a scumbag with a bit of an account. So, but I think that's me. All new shirted out. Producers in my ear saying stop alienating people, but here we are.
That's fair enough. My mate Rob out in Sampdoria land, the land of Genova, says that down without a Sampdoria shirt is like a sky without the stars. So here you go, mate. The brightest star of all in the club's history. I'll just stick out there. The European Cup final kit. Thanks very much, Granny's Retro, for that a while ago. That can just stay there. Perfect. Just to make you happy.
I've got a question from Badass Cigar Cat. I cannot read.
Oh well, Badster, yeah, the old bad man.
I don't know your name, sorry, but the lad in the Real Madrid kit. I'm Jake Shirts, and that's Dan. Dan? What is your most obscure kit? Is his question.
Oh, mate, I'll dig it straight out for you, mate. So went for.
This is going to be good, by the way.
It's you know what? It's sort of good. It's very obscure though. So I need to go right the way over here into. It should be about. Here we go. This is.
Here we go.
This is from the first weekend away, the first weekend break I went with my missus, and this is a player issue. Basically, a team called First Vienna FC out in Vienna, and where is it? There it is. Their badge is inspired by the Isle of Man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and the guys who found it were from the UK. And yeah, it used to be a really shit up team in Austria up until sort of like the early 60s. And some bloke called Stojilkovic, I think he played about one game for them. And this was just in their little club. I wouldn't say club shop. I'd say club hut. And it was just there. I think it's like €40 at the time. And I was like, yes, please. And it's got all these like little felt sponsors on, all badged up fully. And so that's probably my most random shirt. So they're about third or fourth tier in Austria now, but the stadium is unbelievable. It used to hold 110,000 people, 100,000 people.
What?
And it's basically dug into the ground. So the banks are just a gigantic natural amphitheater or man-made, but into the ground. There's no stand. It's not built up. It's dug down. And and they've now only got 2 stands at work. One's sort of like an ish stand. The other one's this like just a long stand, and it was built up on a. It's all has concrete steps added in, but where it's so overgrown, it's all just like moss. So you can see the shapes of all the steps and the stands and the walkways, but it's all just like mossy and grass. And it's all just. it's really weird. It's like the nature start to reclaim the stadium, but they've got one bit that's one stand that is the stadium, and it's really good crack to go there. We went on a night match, and it was just really, it was lovely. And the fans there are great, and they're all singing English songs. It's quite weird.
Oh yeah, because the English connection with the founders and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All the songs are just in English, so it's quite peculiar. But yeah, when there, that's brilliant. So that's probably my most obscure shirt, I'd say. There you go.
I like that.
What about you, my lover? What have you got on the table?
What obscurity?
Yeah.
Oh, that means I have to get up.
Yeah.
Right.
You saw that weirdness.
I'm like yourself, actually. I have the headphones with me, so I don't have to. Oh no, I don't. My microphone's up there. Right.
If someone's just joined us now, that chair in front of you can't talk. That is a microphone.
Some people wish it could, though, so it could replace me, but never mind. So I have two obscure shirts, but they're both from the same team. Devon Vale FC, a Scottish Highland football. Come on, Devon Vale FC, the third biggest team in Scotland after Celtic, Rangers. Home and away shirt, from when's this from? 2018. So 2018-19 season.
Wow.
Why have I got them? I did an ancestry test when I first started collecting shirts, and I found some of my Scottish ancestries on the Highlands. So I googled Scottish Highland Football Club to buy a shirt from there, and here comes Devon Vale FC.
Wow.
I really like the away shirt. I was like, I'm a United fan having a sky blue shirt, so I had to accompany it with the beautiful red shirt as well.
The Liverpool-looking logo on it as well, even better.
Look at you.
Sorry, just to ruin it for you.
It's just ruin it, yeah. Just have to,
Mate, that's good. What sponsors that? Looks like someone's dropped 3 scoops of ice cream.
Motive it is.
Motive, eh?
Yeah. And then a lovely foundation on the back, the Archie Foundation. I haven't done too much research into it, but I imagine it's a wonderful, great cause.
Turns out it's a right-wing think tank. A Motive is like the rebel media of Scotland. Don't worry, mate.
That's included the stuff in the Vikings and that had come in the Romans. I have a question from HP.
Okay.
And
the great Harry Powell himself.
Harry Powell is one of our own. What a bloke. Greatest kit manufacturer comeback.
Oh.
It's easy for me.
Wow. Comeback.
I've interpreted this conversation as in they've been around for a while, and then they had like a shit period, and then they've just started making great shirts again. You can interpret it as in they've like stopped making shirts and then came back. You can interpret it any way you like.
I'm saying for me a really good one recently was the end of last year. Reebok come back and did Botafogo's kit.
Oh yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah,
and they did a great job. I'm not going to say someone like Macron because they've been on an upward trajectory the whole time.
Yeah, I was thinking Macron, but because Macron in like the early teens I always think of like the Leeds shirts and some of the West Ham shirts. Maybe the West Ham shirts were late noughties, but the recent stuff is just. But like you say, it's a bit more of a trajectory. Yeah,
it's a trajectory. So not gone away. You could argue Umbro because there almost wasn't an Umbro. Do you know what I mean? Because of when Knight picked him up and threw him away. So yeah, probably. I don't know. In terms of a comeback, if they push on from that, I'm excited. But I'll probably say Umbro actually because they're right on top now. They are really good, and Kappa never really went away, did they? So
no, they had the Venezia years and stuff like that, didn't they? They had the kind of like obscure teams, which then I think gives them more freedom and license. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Elite Match Balls UK, the greatest collection of match balls I've seen. ASICS need to make a comeback. Too right they do. I'd like to see that. Harry Powell's HP, he's saying Umbro. I think it's probably there. I think for me because they'd almost been written off really. So they keep getting sort of traded around a bit. But I think what they're doing now, their design team it's a great comeback to form of epic proportions.
It's just some of them West Ham shirts this season. If it wasn't for the shit Betway sponsor.
Well, they're stuck. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but when I did a little collab with Umbro, and so when I did that, we got talking to the guy who designed the West Ham kits and the Burnley kit from a couple of years ago when they got promoted.
Yeah.
And he said that they're limited because Betway stipulate in part of their massive sponsorship deal that their sponsor can't be one has to be the full maximum available size for a sponsor, and also it can't be within a certain distance of anything around it. So like here, where say like the badge is West Ham kit, it'll be further away.
Just so it stands out more on its own.
So their sponsor is always completely. Oof, there you go. And they've obviously got the QuickBooks. QuickBooks, very good at QuickBooks, not to sort of change their colours to match the shirt, which is ridiculous as well. But yeah, no, this year's West Ham kit. I mean, last year's was fantastic, especially the away kit. But that home kit this year.
Oh, it's just so simple, isn't it? You see, like Adidas and Nike fanning around with these god awful templates, maybe borrowing a few. And you're just thinking, what the fuck are you doing? And you just see like Umbro just doing simplicity. Oh, it's just so nice, refreshing.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Even like last year's Carlisle kit and the Cambridge United stuff, and this year the Ipswich Town home kit
and the away one.
I don't think Hummel are doing very well now. That was a really big comeback, especially in Europe.
Love Hummel.
But my word, what Umbro are doing for the last few years. They'll have a couple of misses, but they'll also have some hits. Yeah. Even the simple one for Brentford, where it's basically got the it's got the sponsor on, but you get them sponsorless, and just lovely without the Hollywood pink,
that pink shirt of theirs is beautiful.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. Harry Powell sponsors home and a VLR job on the QuickBooks. Vinyl removal.
I did a little. I'm going to try to find it and I'll add it into here. I did a little, let's say, a mock-up of that shirt, this season's West Ham shirt with Doc Martens, and oh my god, even just changing the colour, even if the Betway sponsor was like the blue tones of the shirt, instead of white, it's because it just doesn't go at all. But I'll try and find a beautiful this picture.
Just quickly, Freddie bought my nephew. Hello, mate. He's off, and he also said Umbro would have been his favourite choice.
Good choice, my friend. Good choice.
He's well for a 12-year-old. He knows what's going on.
I'll save it in there, and then I'll airdrop it to myself, and then I'll present it professionally in the stream. Do it all there. We do it all there.
Yeah, please, mate. That'd be good. It's good. It does annoy me because with that green patch, it reminds me of like the Villa kit, where I think they had a little like, I don't know. I think they had QuickBooks as well, or something at one point, and they had that sort of green on it, and it's just such a clash colour to go with it. So, Pompey's kit this year we've got Booby or something like that, or Boo. I hope it's Boo. Oh yeah, that's it.
I said I was going to do it professionally, but I can't. So
just ask Dom. Yeah, it does. It does need a little bit of Yeah, it does need a little bit of love. HP as well. Hummel need to make something other than Denmark remake to talk about their comebacks. Mate, I've got a photo of something that's arrived. Another new kit that hasn't arrived. Now, if you're after something special, Hummel-wise, my love. So let me find my agent in Denmark, or agent near to Denmark, has got bring it up there. So Eric, wall of shirts. That is on its way. Sampdoria legend Mikkel Damsgaard in long sleeve. And I wasn't sure if I prefer the long sleeve or short sleeve, so I got both.
As you do.
As you do.
Damsgaard.
Which the home kit this year for the Euros, I loved. I just felt that's it. That was my favourite.
Yeah.
Kit.
Very smart.
And then just to be on the safe side, I've got the goalkeeper third kit. Schmeichel on it. Oh, it's just great.
Kasper. Celtic legend now, Kasper Schmeichel.
Is that where he's gone?
Yeah,
it's like Joe Hart's mantle of just about
the thought Joe Hart's getting too old for us, and we're sick of signing ex-Premier League goalkeepers. Who should we sign? Oh, Kasper Schmeichel. Okay.
Good mantra. They're just trying to, yeah, exactly.
It's a good business. Top bins, Scott Carson's there next season.
Oh, mate, Scott Carson, third choice straight away. You know how much he's always loved Celtic. Top bins LV, LO2, a very, very good collector. Arsenal, nut job. He's saying, hail to the GOAT of football shirts. Obviously, must be very familiar with you, Jake.
Oh, I was thinking that.
Exactly what I was thinking. What other HV shirts? Bring back Bukta. Oh, definitely. It'd be interesting to see some retro brands as well thrown around. Now different brands. Have you seen the Nacional shirt from that Portuguese team? And they've done they do a lot of the sort of mid-range, the mid-tier Portuguese teams. And I think is it Nacional is the brand? Am I right in saying that?
Oh, I don't know. What's the team? Or is it just a...
No, it's Club de Nacional, I think.
Club de Nacional.
And it is a tasty looking kit. I'm pretty sure.
Have you got a picture to share with us?
I will, mate. I'm just gonna scroll through the old device, mate. And I'm pretty sure this'll appreciate itself or appear very, very fucking quickly. Atletico Club de Portugal. There we go.
Atletico.
There you are. From a well-known brand site. Looks like an Aussie Rugby League shirt. Oh, it's made by Lakatoni.
Lakatoni.
No Tonys out in that part of the world. So yeah, that's.
I love that. Yeah, very smart.
Yeah, I think it's £55, £53 delivered from Portugal.
You can't really argue with that, to be fair.
No, and when I went on, they had small, XL, and XXL left. I don't think they realised how hyper they've gone. There's also another club in Portugal called something to do with, they've got an aviation industry thing nearby, and so their entire thing was like shot by these helicopters in what looked like 1980s styled sort of PSG kits. It looked like PSG kits. Unreal. I'll see if I can find that. That's another Lakatoni one as well. So I think that was sent to me by. Let's see if I can find it. I sent it over to James Campbell Taylor because as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Yeah, that's a bit of him." I'll see if I can find this shirt.
Because I know we mentioned Venezia before, and obviously they had that hype a few years ago, didn't they? They actually haven't got a shirt manufacturer now.
Really?
Yeah, they're making.
Oh yeah, of course they've gone, but it looks like Kappa still, doesn't it? It looks like
it looks all right.
They kept the vibe.
It's like the person who was working for Kappa designing the Venezia shirts. His contract might have run out, and they've kept him on and gone. You know what? Just copy that. You're gonna copy my homework. Just scribble my name out, please. That's what.
Is he doing it pro bono? Do you reckon? So it's FC Alvareca. And it's that.
Oh.
And it's got this really nice pattern through it. Yeah, it's lush. And I think that's another one that isn't actually too much money. I think these are about 50 quid shipped as well. So
that reminded me of the is it the Sheffield United third shirt? I think I sent it to you. Definitely sent it to Woody the other day, saying I love you, Woody, and I know you're a massive Sheffield Wednesday fan. I'll try and find a picture of it.
Araya, they've been getting back in the game a little bit. It's like someone woke up and
Middlesbrough's away shirt this season. That's very smart. I'm not a fan of the third shirt, but I'll try and find this shirt.
Yeah, they are looking very good. They've not gone back. Parma haven't gone back again, have they? Because Parma had Puma, didn't they, for last season?
Yeah. I'll try and find the Sheffield United shirt.
Parma Calcio. Our little Gemelagio out there. So.
There's that Sheffield United shirt.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just proper collars. Not flappy bits.
Can't go wrong with a collar, can you?
Like this shirt, the downfall of this kit here is it's the same fabric as the kit. So it's just a flappy bit pathetic.
Yeah.
That's got like a structured, you know what it says. I'll go, wakes up in the morning and go, right, time to be a collar. Bang, out of bed, collar, done.
Proper collar look, proper collar job.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen the Adidas Authentics this season? They have a collar at the front, and then no collar at the back. The opposite to the mullet, the anti-mullet collar. All the action at the front, no action at the back.
Wow, that's the anti-mullet collar. I love that. Yeah, Adidas and Nike have lost the collar plot, I'd say, recently.
Oh, does it actually thinking? It might be the pro mullet collar because it gives the mullet space to breathe without getting stuck in the collar.
It's
Adidas and Nike.
The artwork.
Yeah, you know what? I've got you all wrong. Wow, genius! I know that's what they were thinking. They play stupid sometimes over there, making these sub-par template shirts.
I know. I'm generally anti almost every collar that's come out from Nike and Adidas in the last year. Short of this one here, where someone maintains some sort of sensibility, right? A little overlap. Other than that, insanity is ruled.
Did you say that's your shirt this season so far?
Yeah. For me, that mate, it's just got Miami on it. I mean, look at it. Yeah. It says Miami.
I can hear Butters.
What else you need?
I can hear Butters shouting Newcastle away shirt. Third shirt, sorry.
No.
Not a fan.
I'm having it. No, it's all right, but it hasn't got Miami written on it. I mean, for Butters, it would have to say fucking Tyne or Hawaii.
And
that's it.
Beta Groove.
Yeah. Beta. Wall's End. Whitley Beer. North Shields.
Oh my god, it could have North Shields on the front.
Spittle Tongues.
And then South Shields on the back.
Yeah.
And then the West and East Shields on the sleeves. But...
Yeah. Mate. Springbank Road. Leighton. That's something, isn't it? What's the begins with H? Jesmond. Jesmond for war posh lads. Elephant Road.
If there's a football shirt that had Jesmond on it, I'd buy it. He could have anything on the front. Anything else. Even a few of the Fiorentina 90 shirts, if it had Jesmond on the front, it would counteract.
But if it had just Stotty. That'd do it.
Correct. Sponsored by Greg's as well. Greg's sleeve sponsor.
24-hour bakery.
Oh. Hey, don't knock it until you try that.
Drop it with another good one in another good club in Newcastle. I used to have one in Big Market. I can't remember what it's called. Could have the Strawberry, the pub at the back of the ground.
Yeah, I've been in there as an away fan. Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, definitely. That was a mistake.
I was sat in the Newcastle home end, like, but yeah, a
Mate,
lot of anti-Manchester United songs in there.
I can imagine. BX Gunner 81, the Miami Vice shirt, 100%. He knows.
All of them MLS shirts actually are pretty bang on, aren't they?
They have had a good year.
I mean, they have just gone. What worked well 20, 30 years ago? Yeah, let's just do that.
Kansas City Wizards.
They've opened up the Hummel book and gone, what worked well 20, 30 years ago? Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. I like that.
They're copying Hummel's like playbook. Like, hey Todd. Yeah. What is it, Chad? Look what those mad Danish. I try to think. Jabronis are doing now. Okay. 20, 30 years ago. Okay, let's go for it. That is basically it. It's good. I'm enjoying it.
But I don't mind it when shirts like manufacturers go back and copy what they did 20, 30 years ago. But when another manufacturer goes back and copies what another manufacturer did, like say the Arsenal Lightning Bolt shirt, Adidas then did it. It's like, hang on a fucking minute. Nike must be there like, they've fucking done it. They've done it. I don't know. I just find that a bit dodgy.
They won't dare do this. They did. They fucking did. Look what they've just done.
They're just like this, going, just going to go into football shirt Twitter, just going to mute that account, block that account, mute that. Oh, a riot's going up.
Huh.
Mike, get over here. No, it's not Middlesbrough's on fire. We know Middlesbrough's on fire. Look what those fuckers at Nike have done. Those far right. Look at it's disgraceful, isn't it? Absolutely disgraceful. What?
Scum.
No, ignore the police car on fire. Look, lightning bolt
behind
with
the
Adidas.
police car on fire.
Yeah.
Oh. In the window, in that shop window. Yeah, it might be from Turkey, but it's with his teeth and his hair. But but BX Gunner as well. Hummel, Umbro, and Kappa have to be top kit makers right now for me. Hard to disagree, mate. Hard to disagree. I think they've done a great job.
Strong agree.
It was for like last year. It was in the MLS Chicago Fire, that kit, and the Charlotte kit. Plus you had like the was it Minnesota had the one with the target and all that sort of stuff. These had like good modern kits, right? And now they've just gone mega retro, and it's just they've nailed it in the States. And then you come back over here, and you've got like the Man United navy blue war crime. Is that a fair assessment?
I don't mind it. The third shirt, the alleged third shirt, well, it's not alleged, the leaked third shirt, which, by the way, I was watching at MUTV, we were playing a friendly, but before the match, it's like a presenter going around interviewing people, and they interviewed someone in that third shirt and hadn't even been released yet. And I think the producer clocked on, went, that guy's wearing a fake shirt. So they quickly just cut the camera off, just went, no. Mid-question, no.
What, on Man United TV?
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's going to happen because everyone's seen the pictures. And it's like...
Yeah, well, where do you sit with kit leaks? Do you like them or not?
No.
Or does it take away the, oh my God, look at that shirt?
Yeah, it takes away the excitement. It's sort of fun. It gets the juices. It's like an aperitif. It gets the juices flowing for the really big release, you know. It is your Campari and soda at 4 PM. It does get the juices going, but I prefer to see like how the club photographs it, shows it off. I'd like to see it like, you know, I like to get the hype out of it rather than getting like the feel. So yeah, it's sort of, you need it a little bit, but you don't need it all the time. I think you still need to. It's like if you see a trailer for a film, and they put scenes from the ending, and you can clearly tell it must be one of the end sequence bits. You almost give away the entire plot. In this, I think like you need a couple of leaks, but not too many. You know.
Maybe what would you leak? Because if you leak like the color scheme, especially for like an away and third shirt, you can maybe piece a few things together. I don't know what you would. I don't know what you would leak. How does it even get leaked? Is it someone who works in the company?
Yeah, usually it's like a photo of a photo, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
a screen grab, or like someone's packing a box in the factory, and so they take a picture on the factory floor or something, and or you see it on the rail, or you. Oh, well, the other ones is when they're doing the actual photo shoot, you see the
yeah,
players.
yeah, yeah. Or Adidas accidentally release all the photos onto their website.
Oh yeah,
Good job.
that's it. Or they put a load of shirts up for sale out in Australia in a sports shop, and give them the wrong month for the release date, and they start stocking them a month early before the
Just in the
launch.
office, like we'll put all these shirts onto Australian Adidas.au, but don't worry, they don't have internet, so they won't be able to share it with anyone. How are they going to buy the shirts? Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Oh fuck. It is funny though, isn't it? Like, I think maybe, for me, like Nike and Adidas, they're so much more savvy at marketing than you think, and I think they allow that, like you say, they need a little bit of a teaser. And
Yeah,
if you feel you're being marketed to, like if you get like a patch of fabric and they try and do this, teaser, what's it gonna be like? And everyone's, blah blah blah, it's just shite. It doesn't really get the attention. Whereas if you get a leak photo, people
yeah.
will share it or get, I've seen this, it's a leak. That's
It's free. It's free publicity, free spreading, isn't it?
will
It's
get
Chinese
people going.
whispers, but it's just.
I saw something that Red Bull did back in the before Red Bull were big, before Red Bull were the energy drink. They bought
Red
the
calf.
Red
53 minutes in, and there we go. We've peaked. We have
We have
peaked.
absolutely peaked. But they did. They used to go around stadiums, and rather than putting up signs and billboards, whatever, they get people to like take the empty cans. Their marketing team would like have a load of empty cans. They'd sort of crush them a little bit or squeeze, and they go into like big events, and they put the can on the top of the bin of like a semi-full bin, and they go around and they just put the cat. They take a sip out. They make it like take a sip, put it in it, and so they'd have people walking around huge events, putting loads of these empty cans. People were like, yeah, Red Bull must. I've seen like guys, and that's how they do it. So it's little things like that where you think they're really clever, mate. They know how to push
Yeah.
it in the right way. So all that stuff, I'm sure sometimes they don't want it to leak out, but really, they know if you put it out there and it gets shared. Once it goes through WhatsApps and people start putting it on, it's out there. You can't stop it. It exists. But I think they know what they're doing.
Do you think then that they sometimes leak stuff to get a bit of feedback, and then they can, before the shirt's actually released, they can then change or alter stuff that people maybe don't like?
So, you know what? I'm sure there was in England that one of the prototypes for the 2022 World Cup kit was put out, and it had a lot more of like a color block on it, and then
Oh,
that
yeah,
went
the blue,
and
the one with the blue panels on the shoulders.
and it went,
Yeah, yeah.
and I swear to God, it was different. So you saw a shot with it with the blue look, and then all of a sudden when it came out, it was slightly different. It still looked
Yeah.
shit, but it was like still probably the worst England shirt in my lifetime. I'd say
Oh.
I'd put up there with England 2008 home kit. It was awful, shocker.
No, Nike have had some pretty bad ones.
Euros, they nail it every time, but World Cups, the fail is just horrific.
Yeah.
Nike and World Cups just don't go for some reason. Nike and Euros, best buds.
Trying to think what the worst England shirt of all time is. Well, since '96, my year of birth. Yeah, maybe 2008. 2006 wasn't the best either.
See what I mean? You go through the
Yeah.
years, mate. You go through the years. Adidas almost always have better World Cups.
Yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, definitely.
And it gets to get to Euros, all of a sudden Nike pull it out of the bag. And it's like they go, "Don't worry, boys, we smashed it last time. We'll be all right." It's like they have to fail to then succeed.
Yeah.
But when that United blue kit, the one you've got now, when that was getting leaked, and there was even a story in the paper, and it was just like, "Is this the worst Manchester United shirt of all time?"
It always gets touted as the T20 shirt. England.
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, I remember watching Freddie Flintoff in that. It's great year. Luke Wright.
Hey, 2 new signings under Ineos this summer. Actually, no, sorry, Freddie Flintoff, Casemiro, very similar play styles.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, to be fair, if you had to liken Casemiro's playing style to a player, I'd probably say Ravi Bopara. Just sort of like bit bullish, bit of a chunk, hits it quite hard, past his best.
Yeah.
Reads the game very well.
His reading age is 2 to 3 years old now, but
that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Have you got one last question for us to end on?
Ooh.
Pressure's on. Please say yes.
People, yeah. Top Bins LV, by the way, I think Nike templates have suffered in recent years.
Definitely.
Unlike when they first started bringing out branding kits and Nike's 110%.
That's the thing with templates. So if the template's great overall, every shirt is going to be a minimum of a 7. If the template's shit, every shirt is going to be below a 7, and you're going to get a few that are a 7, and maybe 1 or 2 that are above. Like the Adidas template's not the best, but that Newcastle third shirt works fantastic with it. There's a few others that do work. I think the Spain shirts worked, but a lot of them are bad.
It worked very well for Spain because Spain are always so dull. Generally, I don't honestly, mate. I generally really don't like Spain home kits. They're just a massive turn off to me. And but with this, they suit the team guys. Some nations suit the team guys feel. I think it would have been good if Adidas was still France, but then equally we've got an incredible French shirt this tournament. So
home and away.
No, I think the one thing that felt good about the Nike early stuff was you could get a Nike kit, but it felt like it was completely your own shirt, despite it was exactly the same as 1860 Munich, PSG, Borussia Dortmund. What you go through the catalogue, they still felt really individual and really strong.
Yeah.
Because it was a good template. It wasn't trying too hard. It allowed lots of things to be done to it. Whereas this Adidas template and probably the previous Nike template where I had that wrap on there, they were so strong and they were so the cut of the shirt was so dominant that it was really hard to apply anything than a real. You have to embrace all those little panels and the color changes, or you have to camouflage it right out. You could, and if you were somewhere in between, it looks horrific.
Yeah. I think I always think with that Nike template, I think they're not using it as much now, but with the shoulder, the one you just talked about with the panels cut off at the shoulders, teams that use stripes or pinstripes massively suffered with that.
Oh, mate, terrible. Anyone in a plain colour, that's why France looks so good in it.
Yeah.
Anyone with a plain colour looked great. Anyone with any detail, horrific. Atletico Madrid kits, terrible.
Yeah, Brighton was coming to my mind. Oh, we're gonna have stripes, yeah. Oh, to the shoulders. What are we gonna do with shoulders? Just plain. Or we're gonna have stripes on the shoulders as well, but we're not gonna match them up with the stripes on the chest panel.
Yeah, I also think the Nike pattern team had a bit too much time on their hands because they put out just this awful patterns. It was just like it's just washy graphic. It was simple. I don't know. It's just lost the whole point of it. I will say another little shirt I've seen is the Cremonese away kit for this year. I shouldn't really like Cremonese, but it's the throwback to the 95 away kit, and it's unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
They've done a really good job.
That is nice.
They've kept all the best features in it, and yeah, it's good. It's good. Mate, questions-wise, don't know.
One last big one to end on.
Okay. What do you think is going to be the biggest, like, donkey of the season? Like, what do you think is going to be the biggest kit failure of the season? What do you think is the worst shirt
The
that's going to
worst
be
season.
out of this year?
Have you going off a leak? Have you seen the Manchester City Oasis fourth shirt? The leaked images of that.
Yeah, not great. Not
Just
great.
for it's not the worst shirt, but the potential that shirt has, and
Hmm.
the way it's potentially going. It's just such a big donkey that it's just such a wasted potential shirt. Me and you bummed the Stone Roses United shirt. Obviously, it wasn't an official match shirt. I think this, according to Football Kit Archive and other sources, this Man City shirt is a fourth shirt, so it will potentially get used. It's just such a disappointment of what it could be. The Oasis, a massive, iconic band. Manchester City, little, small, tiny club. No, a bigger, growing powerhouse. You know, it could could have been that catapult to the next step marketing wise, but it just looks awful.
You know what? It felt like this year they're trying to do a lot of different. One of the structures of brands is they'll try and do a thing where with the home kit they'll try and appeal to the classic feel, which is what they've done really. You've got a collar, cuffs, it's very organised. The collar's slightly a bit of play there, but not too much. It's very classic kit in it. You know, little blue
Yeah,
trim. The away kit is. Am I right in it? It's the Kappa
Paul
League,
Dickoff special,
the
isn't it?
Paul Dickoff special. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that one. Incredible kit. I think he's done a really good job of that. That looks fine. The red shirt looks like the black
it's
sheep. I don't really know what's doing there.
yeah, it's meant to have like the ship detailing from the badge, and obviously from Manchester with the canals and stuff, but it's just very
Mm.
meh.
It's lost. I think that whole pattern is lost. I think they could have done almost the reverse of the home kit and done that with
Yeah,
like gold, like that sort of that.
yeah,
You know, where they do that, they could have just done that and it would have been fine and no one would have noticed because the neon away kit is so good. They didn't need to
yeah.
do a weird.
It's got that moment in this retro and stuff like that. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That Oasis shirt that makes it just even a bigger disappointment because it could have been the best of the four, but it's just
Mm.
it'd probably
It's
be nice to some people, but it's just
you know what
I
it is
don't.
as well. I don't think so. Like with Adidas, but the Manchester, I think like Adidas's design team probably much more attuned to like the Manchester and having someone who could just they had the artwork. They could just the album cover itself is its own artwork, so you can
Yeah,
just harvest it and throw it straight on there. Essentially, it's not
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to do that. Whereas the Definitely Maybe thing is a composition photograph. So it's like
Get it up for people.
how do you do it? One kit a day. Why are you guys still here? 100% agree, mate. I should have answered this question. We should have been gone. I should be in bed. I've got to be in Bath at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Um, but I just think yeah, I don't really know what that. It's just it's a color palette to apply, and I don't. Maybe they could have done something a bit more. Harness the Oasis. They could have maybe made the players' names the Oasis like text.
Yeah, I know what you're
Maybe
saying.
like whereas the Stone Roses, they're quite visual as well as the music. It
Oh,
was
hang
quite a
on.
visual thing. Just in general,
I have just seen
Oasis were an
a
attitude and
lovely.
a thing.
I have seen a lovely little detail in the shirt. At the top, underneath the collar, it says "Definitely City." I like that.
That's all right. It does look like a cheap kit,
It just
though.
look yeah. I don't really know what's. Is the vibe from that album cover? Is it like when you used to reflect a CD in the light? Is that
It's
the look?
basically it's sun coming through a window, and they're
Yeah,
all sort of standing in slightly different poses
yeah,
in this room, and there's a Burt Bacharach LP
yeah. But do you know what I
there.
mean? You
It's
know
just,
when you just shine light on the back of a CD and it used to do that weird light. That's what that shirt looks like.
yeah, it's very much it's sort of it's prisming but pastel. It's 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 more iconic because the album was so good
Yeah.
and people like it, but it just, I don't know. Like, What's the Story, Morning Glory is probably a better album cover if you ask me, but that's it. But again, it's like, how do you do it? What they could have probably done better would have been to have like actually done maybe a shadow of the, like a light imprint of the album cover just on the shirt and just had that.
They should just
All
have
got
like a
all,
massive picture of one of the Gallagher's brothers' faces.
yeah, just, I don't know. It's just hard to sort of put. They probably will be better if they did a range. Puma don't do this sort of stuff as well as you. They did the Manchester thing. Do you remember the Manchester kit?
Yeah, yeah.
I had a Manchester t-shirt. I might have it knocking about actually. I had the jumper. I don't know if I've got the t-shirt here.
Producers in my ear saying he's loving this Manchester City slander at the end of the podcast. Just, you know.
So that was the Manchester t-shirt from 2 years ago. And look at that. It's just like,
Disgraceful.
and they did the badge there with the sort of fade out and all that sort of stuff, and the Puma. That they did really well. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's got the Oasis typeface, stuff like that. And then I just feel like they've really missed the trick with this one. They touched on it a couple of years ago with that, and it feels like they've gone back to the well a bit, and I think they've struggled to sort of convert that into that.
Yeah.
That the text or the handwriting would have been miles better.
I agree, mate. I agree. Is there anything else you want to add? Shout out. Start plugging Shirts v Boots 5.
Shirt v Boots 5, Holland next year. Gonna be good. Other than that, mate, nothing. I've got 5-6 kits I'm waiting on now. You've seen a couple of them, and then we'll get those out when they arrive.
Love that. Next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Well,
What about you? What about you, boss?
no, nothing really. Just to say thank you to listening and watching, joining on the live stream. It's a new feature. Definitely want to think of staying. I love the interactive feature. For people who are confused what we're doing, podcast now live streaming Mondays 9 o'clock ish.
Yep.
But then also, if you cannot make the live record, I will still be putting it onto YouTube and wherever you get your audio podcast as a podcast as well. So it's basically a hybrid podcast. It's a shirt show. We're just covering everything. You know, I just thought, I've just had a newborn son. I haven't got enough. I've got too much free time. I'm not editing any of the episode anymore. I'm not doing that.
No, I can't blame you. Yeah, I'm getting on. I've got to go now, mate. I've got rightwatch.tv to stream it. You can red button it, and it takes you to Stockton-on-Tees. It'll take you to Paulsgrove, Romans Estate down the road from me. You know, it'll take you to all the shitholes, like Blackbird Lee's Estate in Oxford. It'll take you to the real good shitholes. City Centre cam. It's got Alsatian cam. It's got the lot. Yeah, so you get to watch the uneducated idiots of the country going.
I've got a question, but the producer's also been my ear. He's just said, why are you lying to people who have been watching and listening to us for an hour and 10 minutes? You say that you're watching this TV, you're clearly going out to join in. You've already been out last. We were meant to do this yesterday, but you were out in. You weren't even in Portsmouth. You were at Liverpool, you said, weren't you? You just went up to Liverpool for the day.
Look, mate. Look, at the end of the day, how can you protect your kids unless you're attacking a Greggs and a police dog? How else can you protect your kids? Do you know what I mean? That Greggs could have jumped out of it at the high street and taken any one of our kids, and we
24 hours as well. 24 hours a day.
24
Greggs,
hours a day. Get away with it. Get away with it. The paedophile COVID monster that runs the 24-hour Greggs. We stopped. We found that demon. We kicked him out. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm going to end on. I saw a video on Twitter of Catholics and Protestants hand in hand, united. It's fucked. It's done. You know, it's not a weird coincidence Celtic and Rangers are now allowed in each other's stadiums, is it?
No,
It's a bond.
no. Crazy to think organised religious teams have managed to unite over stopping kids getting done in it. You know, where were you for the last 700 years?
Producer is screaming in my ear now. He is screaming. It's deafening. It is deafening.
Definitely done. It's done. It's done. Right. Anyway, calm the fuck down, Britain, for fuck's sake.
Make sure if you are out writing and causing shit, just make sure just come here at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So don't do it. Don't do that. Come here and watch us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go if you are going to go out and riot and cause and spread the word. Spread the word of shit sometime.
Well, maybe not. I don't really want, you know, the Middlesbrough's front line as they're smashing up an O2 shop to get a Nokia 3310 or whatever the fuck it is these days. With as he strolls out with a shirts in time t-shirt on.
I'd be fuming because that means we haven't got merch, so I'd be straight on the phone.
Makes it even worse.
Yeah. Should we call it a day?
Nightmare. Yeah, let's call it a day. Right. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Behave. Right. See you later, brother. Thanks for watching.